Oh. It's at the bar with the horses. What time is dinner?
I was doing good, but this year, those things came.
Well, go easy. That's my inheritance.
So that the case
He's playing with money and he's doing risky stuff, but it's legal. What he's doing here with that.
You ever miss it, Pop?
Wouldn't be no good. What's for dinner?
Tuna surprise.
I love the relationship that you have.
If you're loyal to your people, I respect that at least.
I need your approval for Freeman, Griggs, and Hawk. They're all CID.
Correction. You need my approval for everyone. Good news is I got no problem with anyone on your list.
Cool!
Except McNulty.
I was gonna say he didn't put McNulty on that list.
He quits or he drowns. That's the only two things getting him off the fucking boat, so help me God.
Nothing's on this side. What's the chemicals over at the Fairfield terminals?
Who do we know at Fairfield?
Pop's brother-in-law works there. The fuck they want with those for anyway?
Beats the fuck out of me.
Oh, Jesus, Ziggy, I'm sorry. I didn't see you stand there. No, that's weak leather. Hey, you know you can just go out and steal a whole can full of baby wipes and just clean yourself up.
They all know.
Fucking goof. If you want, I could use you inside like we did Prez last year.
If I hear the music, I'm gonna dance.
Let's dance. Let's dance. Come on.
I'll tell your wife if you tell her.
Go!
In the car, but not out in the open. And right.
Oh.
Be subtle with it, man.
And you loved to work for them.
So B's working for the bar? All them work for the bar. And you're saying the stash is across the street from Low Rises? In a second.
Yo, Bob.
No. Anyone got a lie on that wild boy?
That's about to shut in.
Omar?
Yeah, I need Omar.
You gonna get Omar. You wanna get with Omar, you need to stand out on one of them corners with a big ass package.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. The warning.
There is an Anya here, and from the way she writes, I'm guessing it is a child.
Our kid is named Anya.
So who's she writing to?
Oh, there is no name. The letter is for the whole family. She signs Nadia. Her name is Nadia.
Nadia.
She has a name now.
She's dead.
The only thing specific she mentions is a church, St. Volodymyr's or St. Vladimir, and a priest, Father Vasil.
It's already great, the name of the father and this
There are many
church.
St. Volodymyrs.
You can make the job, come on.
Leave the letter and come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I was thinking, you know, maybe this would be the time for us to get a place.
You could cover that?
Maybe we don't rent. Maybe
You
we
want to
try
buy?
buy something in the neighborhood. Not too big, you know? Just, I heard Aunt Treasy's old place up in Covington has been fixed up real nice.
It would be great.
What's that ship right there?
Table ship.
And what's the gray one next to it?
Military theme.
You know them?
Y'all planned that shit. You fucking know you did.
That's their 5-0 to whistle like that?
They marked us the moment we stepped out of the car. That's it.
So that's my space? How'd you get that name?
You need a close-up.
Remember that container that came off that day?
All the dead girls?
You did it.
You don't remember all them dead girls in the camp.
I don't remember that they came off the Atlantic Light. Alright, let's take a ride downtown. Clear this mess up. No? Am I locked up? Get in the damn car. You want me in that car, you need to lock me up.
Hey, Dad, what Jesus, Bob, what's that for?
What do you think?
Jeez, pull another stunt like that, take off every damn card. I don't care who your mother is. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't care who your mother is, he said. It's your wife, asshole.
Smart little fat man.
You know why they came and why they came for our face.
God damn it, Ziggy, you sick fuck! Get your dick out of my computer!
They all know Ziggy's dick and they can all recognize it just like that.
Where the detectives who pushed us out?
Dead. You me anyway. I shipped them hunks back to Morel as fast as I could.
It's better than the basement. Come on, you have plenty of place right there.
What kept you? That's the beautiful thing about this department. Every fucking brain dead somehow manages to land on his feet.
You have computers, you have lights.
You're pushed out rolling for the duration. Anyone else for the southeastern you need, you got. I mean, it'd be great to have Carver on this, right?
On what? We don't even know what the hell we're supposed to be chasing here.
We know what Carver did for the previous case, so...
We're here, right? Whatever else happens, we'll run with the program for a few weeks. We'll be making drug cases to down by the pool. Beats the hell out of DCU anyway.
Donnie, let's go out in the ground, okay? I'm trying to spoon you here. Okay? This is good, okay?
For sure it was a trap.
Snitch and Bubbs.
The fact that it worked. No.
You be asking for me?
Yes, but no. You are my two favorite characters, you're not gonna kill each other. I think that you didn't light enough candles, you know. Oh, yes, also.
So, did you have a lawyer look at the papers yet?
I did.
And?
He said I shouldn't sign it. Says I'm giving away too much. Signed and notarized. I don't want to argue about the money. So I want to get back together.
To get back together, you're signing a separation contract? I'm missing some things right there. An administrative thing that I can't understand.
This is a joint, huh?
That's the plan.
So I would make it clear to these people that we're not going to go away.
Hello, horse face.
I hate that country shit.
Okay, you're gonna play the role of that little bird annoying him all of the day.
I'm leaving after this.
Oh, they all know that it's bad.
I guess more police. I recognize I don't win it.
City homicide. Those dead girls in the can.
That was an accident. That was a fucking accident. That's what I heard anyway.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, I think that is gonna be easy to break, no? At least that's what they think right now. Oh, so easy, it's gonna take 1 minute, even less than that. Oi, oi. Oh, this actor! Second time now that he's getting me. Okay. That thing at the end, you know, him looking at these pictures, it was really like, I'm doing it for the docs, you know. He has really that since the beginning, since we met him, about the fact that he loves the docs, he loves that place, he loves his job to do things for his guys. And right there for him to look at that picture to have some strength, you know, to be like, okay, I can do it. It's really like I can do it for them, for the dogs. So I really think that it's not gonna be that easy to break, because he's gonna fight for them, for the place, for his job, and by that, for all of what it represents for him, and it represents all of his life. But right there, really, his nerves, the fact that his nephew saw that, and we saw that his nephew did things, you know, behind his back with the Greeks. Right there, maybe his nephew is gonna talk about that visit, you know, that the cops made to the Greeks or something like that. I'm wondering about it. You know, the evolution of this relationship between Franck and his nephew is gonna be important for the business, for these characters. Do you understand what I mean? I think that if they are staying loyal to each other, they can continue for a longer time, because if one of them is doing something against the other one, it's gonna be the end really quick for at least one of them, and I think that it can be, you know, Franck who is gonna be broken first, and I don't know by who. It can be by the Greeks also, like we saw the Greeks, what they did to that guy, torturing him, killing him like that, and also not considering that at all like it was important, like really usual day of work. So Franck can be killed also by the Greeks, he can disappear suddenly, I don't know. Really, this episode for me was a challenge. I have so many reasons to be excited, to be glad, to be happy, because we have so many of our guys who are back together, and soon they're all gonna be back together except for McNulty, and it's so great and I love it, and they're progressing a lot and they're frightening a little. These dogs guys, you know, that's it, down the business. Evan's plan worked and that was clever, and you know, it helped their situation. So I have so many reasons to be happy, to be excited and all. And I have one more reason to be sad and to be disturbed and to cry. I know that what happened with Bubbs during this episode was not bad. Like, we had him again. McNulty talked with him, told him that he wants to see Omar. Bubbs is going, you know, to search for Omar. Okay, it was not really subtle, but he accepted it, when clearly he could have just not do it. But we saw also that he loved to work for the cops, and that he was really friends with McNulty, with Kima, so I think that there is that also for Bubbs. And at the end we have Omar and Bubbs together. You know that they are my two favorite characters. During the season 1 they were, and they are still right now. So it was great, because we know that Omar knows that Bubbs was a snitch, so that's not gonna surprise him that Bubbs was looking for him, you know, because of McNulty. Like, right there, like, I'm not worried at all for Bubbs, for this situation, how we left them during that scene, not at all. So I know that the facts right there around Bubbs since into this episode, they are not bad, I know that. But still, I'm sad, and I can cry really easily if I'm talking too much about the situation. Really, it surprised me so much to see him, because that's it, you know, 3 episodes with a short season of 10 episodes, 3 episodes without seeing him, without mentioning him. For me, you know, it was done. The guy was not cast for this season, and they didn't decide to continue with him for this new season, to continue with his story, with how we left him during the season 1. Like, they could have stopped with that, because that's it, the guy went back on the streets, taking drugs. Like, you can close a story with that, you can close his story with that. So I really thought that we would not see him again. I think that I stopped talking about him during the intro of the episode 2, something like that. So really, I didn't think at all that we would see him again. So just to see him a little, you know, like that with McNulty. I was done because of the surprise, you know, because it was such a surprise to see him like that, to understand that we would have something about him, that we would have a discussion with him, that we would see him like that, you know, not being clean, like being on drugs and all of what it meant and all. Just that, you know, to have that surprise and to understand that we would have all of that, I needed a break. I needed a break because it was too much, and really my heart, boom! It went so, not so fast, but so loud, suddenly. And after that I took another break because we didn't have the conversation just like that, so I was like, okay, I need to prepare myself, but for later, when in fact my mind is only focused on that, on Bubbs, and you want for me to keep my tears like that, to not break and to be focused on something else, like I can't. I swear I told you during the review of the last episode, the final episode of the season 1, that thinking that we would not see Bubbs again, I truly did it, you know, into my mind. I have a powerful imagination, so really, into my mind, the future that I imagined for Bubbs was real. Like, weeks, months after we left him, he would have wanted to get clean again, he would have succeeded this time, he would have had his own place, and years after that he would have become, you know, a mentor for other drug addicts, and for sure he would have lived for his addiction for the rest of his life, and he would have been tempted again, and maybe it would have been difficult, and you know, like he wouldn't have had the perfect life for sure, like to go back to have a job and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Like, for sure, it can be only difficult for someone like Bubbs, but I swear that on my mind, I imagine that future for Bubbs, and not seeing him during these 3 episodes, I was like, it's that. Bubbs, it's that for him. It's nothing else. So right there to see him, it's almost like you're denying me that future that I imagined for him. Like, I can't have it. I can't have that. Let me dream. Yes. All of our guys are back together with Daniels leading them. Kima, she accepted it, and that moment, you know, with the 2 wives, that was a cool moment, a funny one. And Kima, she didn't take long, you know, to accept. She wants to dance. Herc is on that team, Lester also. Bunk is gonna join them, because Bunk, you know, was working on that case with the 14 dead bodies. And also, for now, they just think that they're investigating on the Docks guys because of the money, but by Lester joining them, they're gonna know that it can be related also to these dead bodies, so that's great. Carver, they're not gonna take him. I said it, I think that it's not a bad thing, because they already saw him, he's already annoying them. Maybe he can take evidences, some clues for them, you know, in a certain way. And with how indeed, you know, the last season we discovered that he was a rat and stuff like that, maybe Daniels is not gonna fight, you know, to have him on his team. We can understand that. We can all understand that. No McNulty, or really worse, you're never gonna forget it, forgive. But it's natural, you know, not only because of what happened during the season 1, but also what happened during this season 2, like, he put these dates on you, and he played with that, and he took a really pleasure to do it. For sure, he's not gonna give you that case. But for sure also, McNulty is gonna work on it no matter what. Nadia. Jane Doe number 5 was named Nadia, and that's the one who fought and who was killed. The first one who was killed. Nick, you know, all of that situation with the fact that he stole these things, he sold them to the Greeks without seeing it to his uncle. He had the opportunity right there to do something else, but he didn't accept, I think, I hope. And right there he has now the possibility to do something else. It's gonna be more difficult, but maybe he can do it still behind Franck's back. Ziggy into it. Like Ziggy, asking to Ziggy to play low. What? Don't you know your cousin? Like really? I know him just for 4 episodes and I already know that about him. Like he can't do that. But everyone right now on the docks know that you stole this camera. Horseface right there didn't say anything, but maybe at some point he can, like... I don't know, you know, for now we saw them being friends together, being a group and all of these dogs guys, including also, I'm putting into it, Nick, Ziggy, Franck. We all saw them being friends, having good time together, their relationships and all. But I don't know for now how loyal they are to each other, like, can they break easily or not? When for the season 1, you know, with Put, with Preston, with all of them, like the way they were acting since the beginning, we knew that it wasn't possible, you know, to break them, to make them turn into snitch and stuff like that. Like, clearly it was not possible because they were so proud and stuff like that. Like, right there, for these guys, for now I don't know. And because of the fact that not only the characters that we can name, but really all of the other dogs guys know a lot of stuff. Like even Dolores, the woman of the bar, she knows so much. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that on another day, because that's it. I watched these 2 episodes together today, and really, I was not supposed to watch them. I was supposed, you know, to relax a little before taking my holidays to tomorrow for 1 week. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy myself, just watch this episode. Okay, I'm not gonna work on them and all. I'm gonna wait 1 entire week so I can work on them, but that's gonna be fun. Fuck you, I cried. I swore in French. Like really, if you're just watching my reaction videos for The Wire, you don't know it, but if I make breaks because I need to cry, and if I'm swearing in French, you know that something happened, you know, something big, or at least something big for me happened. A break to cry and swearing in French. And also normally the dolphin translation, because sometimes, you know, when I'm really getting emotional, I have my voice going so high that really I could talk with dolphins. So sometimes I'm forced to put subtitles so you guys, you can understand me. And I put it, you know, like dolphin translation. So really, breaks to cry, dolphin translation, and also swearing in French. That's the 3 things showing that it's a big episode for me. It was a big moment. And right there, seeing Bubbs again, it was a big moment for me. I know it's just me, I know. If you guys, you want to see the 2 next episodes with me, you can have them already on my Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, you just have to subscribe to the level 2, because I only put extended direction part. It's big episodes though, so extended direction part, it's at least 10 minutes longer. If you can be interested, if you want to support me. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.